It's only 55 days until the conference. Okay, for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about the Science Maths Conference that happens annually at the Novotel, and it's run by an amazing committee that I am very privileged to be on. By the end of this video, I'm going to let you know how you can get 12 hours of NESA registered professional development hours, the amazing workshops that we've got, and the fantastic brand new incursion showcase that we've got here. So it's the weekend, which is why I have time to make a video. On Friday evening, the committee got together to have a planning meeting, as we do. We do it about once a month on average to get things together. And planning takes the entire year. And I don't mean the school year, I mean the year previous. So the conference this year is on the 13th and 14th of October. It's a Friday and a Saturday. It's worth giving up your Saturday for, though, I guarantee you. And we start planning pretty much from the end of that conference. We're already getting ideas from the previous year. I started attending this conference, I think it was 2014 was my first year, and it was very secondary heavy at the time. I went because I was working in a central school at the time, so I went with the idea that I would just be able to bring back information for our stage 3 teachers and for our secondary teachers as well. And I was blown away with just how many people went to this conference and the amazing sponsors that they had there, giving away things like whole textbooks. I went in and I said, look, I'm not secondary, but I'd like to take resources back for my secondary colleagues. And they would just give me whole textbooks and say, take this back, show them. If they like it, here's an order form. I went away with a ton of goodies. I went back the next year, and that next year that I went, they ended up moving, and that's when they went to the Novotel, and there was just so much going on there. And I was a presenter that year. I was lucky to present on the numeracy continuum, and again, amazing stalls, amazing sponsors, a bag full of heaps of goodies, and I went away with a lot of wonderful professional development. I got to engage in lots of wonderful conversations with colleagues from primary and secondary, and I got to see the real skill and expertise that secondary teachers have for their field. It doesn't just pertain to maths and science, though. There's people from all different fields that go and attend this, because the workshops that we have aren't just about maths and science. It's about all areas of education, and some of it might funnel into that. So the next year in 2016, I was invited to join the committee. Very proud moment for me. And I ended up presenting on some other different things as well. So stemming away from that numeracy focus, I ended up developing workshops on leadership and what might benefit people that are in positions of aspiration towards leadership, or if you've just become a leader of some kind, like an assistant principal or a head teacher. That was designed for that. And then this year, there's lots of other wonderful workshops which you can see on the website, which I'll link for you at the end of the video, and I'll put that in the description as well. I've got my other laptop here as well to refer to, because there's a lot going on. So I want to give you some really good detail about what we've got. On the website, you can see the detail though. The Incursion Showcase, which is brand new, is amazing. So the idea is that we've got these companies that run incursions coming in to give you a demonstration of what they do and what that might look like for you at your school. And you'll be able to roam around and see the different things. So we've got Snake Tales, we've got Scope IT Education, Physics Education, the Australian Museum, Cube Writer, we've got Western Sydney University, we've got World of Maths, which is hands-on maths. They do lots of wonderful things too. And all of these things cater across K-12. So it doesn't matter if you're primary or secondary, you are going to get some good information out of these. If you go to the website as well, there is a section for the workshops. And we haven't put up the timetable for you yet, I believe, but on there you'll be able to see a blurb of what is going to happen in that workshop and how it can work for you. And some of our workshops cater for primary and secondary, and some of them are specific to primary or secondary. But if something says that it's for year 6 and you're teaching year 7 and you want to get an idea of, where your kids are coming from, attend it. Not a problem. There's no rules that says just because you're primary you can't go to a secondary one, or vice versa. So we have the awesome Megan Towns from Microsoft Education coming out. We've got Bill and Shireen, who are on our conference, doing some workshops as well, and they've got tons of information and skills to be sharing. We've got things on growth mindsets, making videos and coding games. There's Aboriginal education with Shirley Gilbert. I'll be presenting on using videos to enhance learning. So if you've seen my Clever Pickles channel, you know what I'm talking about on that one. We've got a mesh update. So that's for secondary. If you're primary and you're watching, you might not know what that one is. We've got style education, flexible spaces to support dynamic learning. If you are a secondary person and you think you cannot do flexible spaces, this is the opportunity to come along and find out what people are doing. There's more stuff on the new HSC, using Microsoft OneNote in a primary setting, and I can absolutely tell you that the presenter from this is amazing. She's from my school. I recommended her to the committee. She's doing wonderful things at my school, so I can guarantee you're going to get a lot out of that workshop. We've got things about using the numeracy continuum, but how we're moving from the continuum into progressions. But if you're a secondary teacher and you haven't used the continuum or planned software, this is your chance to come along and find out. We've got Lego. Lego is always hands down a great one to go to. I love going to the Lego ones. I want to attend those ones, so I hope that doesn't double up with anything. And we've got Ken Silburn coming. If you don't know who Ken Silburn is, jump onto YouTube, type in Ken Silburn. You'll see him on our website. He came in the top 10 teachers in the world. He was in the running for the $1 million Teacher of the Year prize. He's an amazing person. He works with NASA. He works with Space Camp. You'll get wonderful conversations out of him, and he's generally just an awesome guy. He joined our committee this year as well. We've got feedback for professional growth, more Lego, using Google Suite, so G Suite if you're using Google Classroom and you want some more information about things that go with it. Recycled Steam, this one's an awesome project that is, I can't even describe it, you have to come along to see it. What they're doing is amazing. More things about creating young engineers. I can keep going. Hands-on primary maths, more mesh stuff. Stage 6 science. Go to the website, look at the details, but that just gives you a bit of an overview of what those workshops might look like. Into this, though, the idea is that we're looking at how we inspire learning. If you're looking for something where we'll hand you a unit and we'll say, go and teach this, that's not going to happen. Come along with the idea that you're going to learn, you're going to collaborate, you're going to meet new people, you're going to network. If you want to come to the dinner on the Friday night, it's always fun. We always do something fancy, and this year, because it's Friday the 13th, we're doing a Friday the 13th theme. But I'd like to show you some footage of what it looks like when the committee is planning. So I took some video on Friday to show you guys. I'm going to splice that in now. Just arrived at Novotel for my Science Maths Conference Committee meeting. There's the rest of the committee there. They're working on the layout for all of our amazing sponsors that are coming. We've got heaps of sponsors coming, and they're going to take up this space. This will be filled with all of our sponsors. Up there are some of our rooms that we're going to be using for workshops. And I think there's something going on in our main event room. I'll just go check. So this space normally turns around, and we open that wall up and we have that spaced out there, and there's usually heaps of tables and chairs out there. So you can see the committee behind me here working really hard on organisation.
She's got 2. I've got in my working out 3 things still highlighted in red.
Yes. Were you going to do a walkthrough, you were saying?
Sorry? What are you looking forward to seeing at the conference?
Lots of beautiful private school people there, the snakes in the Novotel, and just really exciting opportunities to workshop and learn new things about science.
What about you, Dave?
What about me?
What are you looking forward to seeing at the conference?
Live reptiles, Ken's rockets, primary schools doing cool things, and me.
And you? What about you, Bill?
Free crap in the bag.
He's honest.
Okay, so you can see it's a big committee. We work really hard together. We have lots of fun together as well. And I think the big highlight for the entire committee of this conference is our keynote speaker, which is Saru Briley. He is the man that the movie Lion was based on. So it was based on his book that he wrote. He has an amazing story, and we have a video of him linked into the website. So again, I'm just going to keep directing you back to the website because that's where all the awesome information is. Places are filling up now though, and I really, really want to see more primary people there. A lot of primary people had never even heard of the conference. I was lucky to have heard about it by being in a central school, and I don't want people to miss out. It's a great opportunity. I know I keep saying that, I keep repeating that, but I'm saying that because it's real. I traveled all the way from my little country school to get there for 2 years before I came back to Sydney. That it was a 5-hour drive just to get to Sydney. So I would stay overnight and I would go. That's how good it is. And each year we get better. We've had Murat Dizdar come, and he's a big supporter. We've had Mark Scott come. We've had heaps of celebrity keynotes come in, and Wayne Bennett, hands down, who would have thought he would have been an aspirational speaker in terms of leadership. I went thinking that I would just hear about footy, and he spoke all about leadership that I took so much away from. And this year I can't wait to hear Saru speak. So if you're keen to come, talk to your supervisor about it, put in your professional learning application, go to the website to register, and I hope to see you there. Thanks guys, bye.